This is the At Home with Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home, reporting on the game that's just finished at the Den. In the fourth round of the FA Cup, it finished Millwall 0.
Bristol City 3.
Tough game to comment on, but, obviously we're going to get quite a lot of stick for losing 3-0, another home defeat. There's a lot of pressure on Gary Rowett and a lot of people will be wanting him to go. However, with players like we've played today, I don't know what more people want from him other than maybe promoting a few more of our youngsters from our youth team, even though I don't think that they're quite ready to go yet. Players like Nana Boateng and Abdul Malik, I don't think we have the squad to beat teams like Bristol City, who, were equally as offensive as we are. I thought that both teams attacked for most of the game. The difference comes in the quality of the players for Bristol City compared to the quality of the players from us, because we've created more chances, we've had more shots on target. In fact, I think we had twice as much. Twice as many efforts. 8 shots on target, and they had 4 shots on target. But when they've got players like Naki Wells, the millions of pounds worth of player, they've got Jeju, and then they've got Semenyo, who I thought was excellent. Probably the man of the match. In fact, definitely the man of the match. From my point of view, you can see why Bristol City are winning games like that, because they have the better players. And we started with many changes for, obviously for the fact that it's the FA Cup. We're probably going to try and put out a first string side against Watford in midweek, which is another home game. But we had Fielding in goal, Romeo right back, Cooper centre back with Alex Pearce. We had Shane Ferguson going in at left back. In front of them was Leonard and Thompson. I think it was a 4-2-3-1 formation with Bradshaw on the right, Parrott just behind Zohore and Bennett on the left. And then Zohore, like I said, up front. The positives I'll take out of the game is I thought Zohore tried a lot more, was far more lively than he has been. Leonard again looked pretty solid in the centre of park. And
it's just Leonard performances every day.
His 9th different position in 9 games. He's being pulled to pillar to post. Bennett done better in the second half than he did in the first half. One specific driving run, he gets to the edge of the box and has a great crossing for
Ben Thompson.
Thompson, who's arriving late at the near post, and
very
it's well
good
saved.
Header.
A very good header. It was well saved. But as Bristol City started on the ascendancy. They had the first chance. It went to Naki Wells, who misses the target. He dragged it wide. We didn't have a couple of chances ourselves, and at that stage, I felt that we were in the game.
I thought we were the better team as well.
Certainly, first half, Mason Bennett had a shot near post, well saved by the goalkeeper. He's pushed it round the near post. Then Bradshaw gets Bob. The corner comes in, it bumbles around, falls to Bradshaw, who hits it straight at the goalkeeper. You want a little bit more adeptness
because he's our striker. You would expect at least into a corner.
But then you're looking at it. If you look at the chances that we've had, good chances. Bradshaw has a chance. The next chance that we create was, a good move by Millwall. Played down the left. The ball gets played into Zohore, who lifts it over to Troy Parrott, who tries a volley and gets no power on it. It goes straight at the keeper. And this is where, Bradshaw's had a chance. Parrott has a chance. You need them to be taking it. You need them to be finishing it off there like Bristol City did. And they just don't, because they just don't have the quality that is required. For me now, I've got to the stage where I can't see what Troy Parrott is doing for the team. I don't think he has particularly good touch. I don't think he's particularly good on the ball. I don't see him, his runs are quite, he makes some quite good runs where he's often not found, but he also doesn't finish very well. So I really struggle to see what we're getting out of Troy Parrott. You've come from a Premiership side. You expect someone, look at Eddie Nketiah at Leeds last year. Obviously in a different lineup, but scores gets chances, scores chances. And I know we don't create enough, but you've got to take the chances that you get or dominate a game. Why is there no reason why you're a very talented youngster? You've played, I believe, in the Champions League. you should be dominating games in the Championship, but I don't believe he's Championship level at the moment. You know, he's probably more suited to be doing his, you know, he's learning the game at League One level, because he's just not been very good in the Championship, and I really can't see what he's going to bring to the side.
I don't see him playing for Spurs at all. Even if they're I don't see him playing against any team unless they're in the FA Cup or Carabao Cup in League One or League Two, because he just doesn't have the talent.
After that, from Parrott, you know, there's a good ball into the box from Bristol City, right up to Jeju, who controls it on his chest. Marlon Romeo comes from nowhere, and actually Marlon Romeo played pretty well today, defensively and going forward, and his crossing into the box was far better than it normally is. You know, we normally comment on it.
I said, if he just does that every time, he could be an alright player. But
it was great by Romeo to get into the right position and to knock the ball away. We then create the next chance. You know, Leonard intercepts the ball well on halfway line, not on the halfway line. Sorry, he was pressing quite far forward, about 30 yards out, drives and then hits a cracking shot, but again straight at the goalkeeper. We didn't do enough to beat the goalkeeper today, and although the goalkeeper pulled off a few good saves, and then we kind of, you look at it, we gift Bristol City the game, really, in all sense of purposes. A ball's played down the channel, Jeju gets to the ball, he's going out, whether he gets the ball, he's going out towards, away from the goal. Fielding comes from nowhere. Apparently there's a camera angle which says that he might get a hand on the ball, but for me it's a stupid decision from Fielding.
You should just push him out.
Takes Jeju out. It's a blatant penalty as far as I'm concerned. He steps up, Jeju, puts it bottom left-hand corner. Fielding was off his line by quite a way anyway, so even if he did save it, which he didn't, even though he went early and off his line, and you could see he was shot to bits. The confidence of Fielding really surprised me from there, and I felt that he was going to be able to continue to go and continue to, you know, he's got a chance. Obviously, he only played against Boreham Wood, but you've got to be better than that, and that's just not what you want from a goalkeeper coming in. And we then go in at half time, and you're thinking we don't really deserve to be 1-0. As long as we keep creating chances, hopefully someone's going to take them. You know, none of them fell to Zahor, and hopefully Smith was going to come on and he takes his chances. It's one thing that, you know, you can talk about Gary Rowett in terms of not having great strength in depth with the squad, but also you've got to be playing players that do the job that you put them on the pitch to do. And Smith, when he's on the pitch, scores goals. And
yeah, he's one of our only goal scorers in this whole season, nearly.
It's just, you know, they don't take the chances enough. Bristol City, funny enough, created the first chance. Semenyo had a shot wide. You know, he was causing us trouble. Certainly, first 15 minutes of the second half, absolutely run the game, Semenyo. Then gets brought down. Naki Wells gets the free kick. He hits it straight at the wall, deflects in.
I think someone headed it down and then it skipped into the goal.
It's a stupid goal to concede. To be fair, the foul on Semenyo was a. We both actually said to each other, "What we're going to concede here." We just felt like we were going to concede, and
because it was a very, very good angle.
And the manner to concede was very, like, it's horrible to concede a goal like that. You're thinking that's a deflected goal from a free kick and a penalty that we've given them. That's 2 goals we've gifted away, and that's not good enough. You cannot be doing that.
That we've scored from own goals or just stupid mistakes.
And again, that's the lack of quality. Pierce looking tired in defence. You know, this is against again another Championship side, but he's just so slow off the mark. I love the guy. I love the leadership skills that he can bring.
He's such a good leader.
But you know, on the pitch, he's just not cutting the mustard, and he's costing us. He's costing us games. And then the third goal goes in. Semenyo, you know, brings the ball down really well. Good, nice ball. Chests it down, and run through on goal, and he buries it into the bottom right-hand corner. And it's
nothing Fielding can do.
Nothing with that one, and that puts them 3-0 up. And you're thinking, I don't know how.
Gone.
Yeah, we're out of the game, but I don't know how we're so bad. Sorry, I've just got to move the camera up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I was getting further and further down. But I just, you know, straight after that, they score a 4th goal, which was deflected. You know, another deflection that would have went in, but obviously the guy was offside. But so many players today just weren't at the races. Tomo, another player, you know, the amount of times he falls over on the ball is ridiculous. And
again, like he's wearing slippers.
Yeah, making wrong decisions. And we're just ultimately, the players below the first string team, in terms of players like Danny McNamara and Scott Malone, if they come in, they had a bit more fight and determination. Sean Hutchinson to that defence that we didn't really have today.
We needed Sean
You know,
Hutchinson.
we're bringing on Scalak in, you know, with 15 minutes to go, and that tells you what, you know, what a tired place we are in. I don't expect Gary Rowett to be sacked, and personally, I don't think he should be sacked. But we need to massively strengthen in this transfer window while we can. You know,
because we need good players to come into the squads and help our team out to carry the team to a few victories. So we don't get relegated down to League One.
You've got apparently with the deal's done to bring Kefton Beld from Birmingham City, which is a good signing. You know, someone that can break up play, puts his body on the line for the clubs that he plays for. You know, he's a leader on and off the pitch, which is what we need. You know, we need players that can take hold of this. There's too many players that sulk and moan when things are not going their way. Mason Bennett's a perfect example of that. He looks one to be made of glass, but other than the like I said, he was slightly better second half, but not involved in the game enough, and not
before he got
determined.
Injured. He was playing very well, but now after he's got injured, he's not playing well enough.
Now, the last chance for us, funny enough, was a very good ball in by Romeo on the head of Smith, who heads it over. But we are deservedly out of the cup because we didn't have the better quality. We need now to sign a couple of players otherwise we're going to be in dire straits. We're in a relegation battle anyway, and I know a lot of you are going to be putting in the comments that Gary Rowett's got to go. I can't argue vociferously as I normally would do about that. But for me, I'm not in that position yet. I think we've just got to strengthen, bring some players in. Our best players are players that Gary Rowett's been brought in. You know, you look at Woods is a fantastic player. Not everyone's cup of tea, but
we both think he has amazing control and amazing ability to make goals and score goals, and maybe sometimes.
Zahor was good. Zahor was pretty decent today, but that's pretty much all I can say. And we've got Watford on. It's going to be tough, but we got Watford on.
It was who broke
Tuesday night. I think
Liverpool's
Watford at home
streak as well.
Yeah, but that was last season.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But thanks very much for watching. Put a like if you don't mind, and your comments. I know they're going to be quite vociferous. No one likes us.
We don't care.